You think this is funny, pouring champagne on me? Your whole circle is a sham. I'm done with this.
The crystal chandeliers sparkled above the long table, and the city's most powerful names sat shoulder to shoulder, laughing over glasses of expensive wine. It was supposed to be a night of deals, handshakes, and quiet alliances. But one guest at the table wasn't treated like the rest. She arrived alone, dressed in a simple emerald gown, calm and confident. Some guests whispered, wondering who she was and how she got an invitation to such an exclusive dinner. The hostess, a well-known socialite with a reputation for controlling every room she entered, eyed her from across the table. "Are you sure you're in the right place?" the hostess asked, loud enough for everyone to hear. A few people chuckled. The woman in the emerald dress simply smiled and continued checking a message on her phone. The socialite didn't like being ignored. She grabbed a bottle, vintage, expensive, meant for a toast, and with a smirk, she tipped it forward. Red wine cascaded over the woman's hair and shoulders, staining the silk of her dress. Gasps filled the room, followed by scattered laughter. "Get out of here," the socialite said, waving her hand as if dismissing a waiter. But the woman didn't move. She slowly set her phone on the table, wiped a drop of wine from her cheek, and looked around the room. Her calm expression didn't change, but the energy at the table did. Something about her silence made the laughter fade. Then her phone buzzed. She answered it on speaker. "Yes, confirm it," she said softly. "If the board is ready, we can proceed with the announcement." Across the table, one of the executives froze. Another reached for his own phone, suddenly pale. Notifications were lighting up screens all around the room. A headline appeared on multiple devices at once. "Major acquisition approved. New chairwoman to restructure entire network." The photo attached to the article was of the same woman sitting at the table, wine dripping from her hair. Confusion spread. The hostess leaned closer to someone beside her. "Who is she?" she whispered. The man swallowed hard. "She's the new controlling shareholder, effective tonight." Silence fell like a curtain. The laughter was gone. Several guests were now staring at their phones, realizing their companies, their contracts, even their positions depended on the woman they had just humiliated. She calmly stood up. "I was planning to introduce myself after dessert," she said, her voice steady. "But I suppose this works too." She looked at the socialite, who had suddenly lost all color in her face. Respect isn't about titles or invitations. It's about character. And tonight, a lot of you just failed that test. One by one, chairs scraped the floor as guests stood, unsure what to say. Yet the power in the room had shifted completely. The woman picked up her phone, turned, and walked toward the exit. Behind her, the same people who had laughed moments ago were now whispering in panic, realizing their entire power circle had just been shattered by the one person they thought didn't belong.